In a small, fog-choked village on the edge of nowhere, the villagers whispered of a creature no one dared see directly. They called him the Upright Mare, though man and horse were both insufficient words for what he had become. He walked on two legs, tall and impossibly lean, his horse-like head held unnaturally high. His hooves clicked on cobblestones, with the deliberate rhythm of a clock, counting down to doom. Those who saw him first at twilight described an uncanny intelligence in his eyes, deep coal-black, yet unnervingly human. It began when farmers started noticing their livestock missing. At first, a cow, then a few sheep, all found later in the woods. Arranched, in areas symmetrical patterns, eyes staring blankly toward the horizon. People swore they saw footprints too. Human footprints beside for enormous horse prints, perfectly parallel. One foggy evening, a young man named Elias, curious and reckless, decided to follow the sound of hooves he'd been hearing every night near the forest edge. He stepped softly between the misty trees, heart hammering. Then I saw Italiano. The creature stood upright in a clearing, silhouetted by the pale moonlight. Its chest rose and fell with a strange, human rhythm. Its eyes met Elias's, and the man's mind went blank for a terrifying moment. Then, impossibly fast, it tilted its head and began walking toward him, not on all fours, upright, like a predator that knew it was meant to walk among humans. Elias Frosse. The sound of hooves grew louder. Yet they didn't sound like any horse he'd ever heard. They were too deliberate, too purposeful, like the world itself was counting his last heartbeat. The villagers say that anyone who meets its gaze vanishes by dawn. Some say it drifts back into the forest, waiting for the next curious soul, tall, silent, and impossibly wrong. And if you listen carefully in the fog, sometimes you can hear the click of hooves on cobblestones, and a soft, wet breath behind you, though nothing is there.